2, 3 strikes, you're out, and the game is done. I got some good advice on my chest, but I got to get it on. Toss me my hat and pour me a cup of that Joe. Welcome to the Bleachers Lounge, baby, let's play ball.
Hello, bullies. Welcome to another episode of the Bleachers Lounge. How's everybody doing out there in the dugout?
That's us. Oh, yeah, we're in the dugout.
We good.
Oh, what's up, everybody? I'm Hal Phillips. My son, Travis, plays for the Dodgers, first base.
What's up, everybody? My name is Cliff Mountains. My son, Travis, also plays second base for the Little League version of the Florida Marlins.
Hello, my name is Doug Piscoli. My 4 sons are split up amongst the league. One of them plays for the Orioles. One of them plays with for the Marlins. Mm-hmm. One of them plays with the Braves. Mm-hmm. And then another one plays for the Astros.
And what are the names? Share your son's name. Say it loud and say it proud.
Greg, John, Ted, and Tony. Greg, John, Ted, and Tony are my 4 twin sons. 2 sets of twins born on the same day. Good. Some people are calling them quadruplets.
Yeah, a lot of people say they are quadruplets.
No,
you say
it's
no way.
2 sets of twins.
Yes, because they do look different.
Absolutely.
2 of them look like you, and 2 of them look like your wife.
Exactly. And I'm calling them 2 sets of fraternal twins.
Good.
So
Fraternal.
boy-girl, fraternal twins. Yeah. They were born prematurely and big. So good weight, but way too early.
Hey, but that's why they bat cleanup.
That's exactly why they bat clean up, and that's why I make them clean up after the dinner table.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's not much left to clean up because they eat everything.
That's true, including my food. I'm skinny.
Hey, everybody, how you doing? Home run Henderson. My wife's son, James, plays for the Astros as well.
Now, home run, it is an honor. You know, we've been doing this, the Bleachers Lounge, for a while. It's always an honor to have you here.
It's true. A real living legend, we all really, we admire you, you know?
A legend left out of the history book.
Yes. Yeah.
And your son's home run are full-grown adult men.
Yes. My sons are all adult men. They've all, some might say, surpassed me in different ways. And,
all will say.
all do say that my son surpassed me. More successful. Right. One of them ended up marrying his own mother. So he surpassed me in that way.
It's a good thing that we have the new rules in the Little League. This is now a Little Big League, so they can play amongst the other 11 and 12.
Yeah, because it's more about it's your physical skills. Everybody auditions for the teams.
Yep.
And so you're paired. Every team is sort of put on a weighted system where if you could be 18,
what
21.
monologue did your kid do for his auditions?
My kid did Hamlet.
Yeah.
Travis did Hamlet. He said to be or not to be on second.
Mine did ham sandwich.
Yeah.
That was good. That was beautiful.
And my kid did My Angry Vagina from the Vagina monologue.
Oh, yeah.
Confusing.
Yeah.
All together for me.
Yeah, no, he made it clear at the beginning. He said, now this isn't about my angry vagina. It's about angry vagina.
Well, I've had one kid. I did it successfully once, and then otherwise vaginas scare me pretty good.
Yes.
They do.
That's why I'm married. I got one woman I want to be with.
You ran out of the high school production of the Vagina monologue shrieking.
Yeah. I had to go into my car and lay the seat back and pretend there was no one in there and just decompress.
Well, yeah, when you were young, your mother snuck up on you naked.
Yeah,
and
that's right.
Scared you, and you turned around,
tripped.
and she tripped, and you one of the first moments of your childhood being scared.
I was back in the womb.
Yes.
She tripped, and I accidentally ended up back in the womb, and it was quite the experience for me, Cliff Mountains.
Yes.
And now
you baked in there for another 2 months.
I got taller. I was getting double nutrients because I could still get stuff from the outside. I was still eating
Right.
sandwiches.
you would pop
hoagies.
your head out of the.
And you would
grab a
pop your head out,
sandwich.
eat, and then you'd also be sucking off that umbilical.
Exactly. Yeah.
Whereas everybody doesn't know that the umbilical cord is actually just a straw that sticks through a
That's
lady's
right.
tummy,
That's
and
right.
there's a little opening inside, and there's a little baby in there that just suckles on the straw.
Well, that's what it is. I don't know science, but from first-hand experience, your belly button is also a mouth. So in the beginning, your belly button is the mouth in the beginning because your mouth is closed when you're in there.
Yeah.
But when I was in there, I had both chompas working again, and I was getting tall.
Oh yeah. And you still are. You're what are you 6'9"?
You're the tallest.
I'm 6'9".
You're the
I'm
tallest.
very tall.
You're the tallest dad on the bleachers.
That's right.
Yeah. Which, hey, don't sit in front of me.
Yeah, down in front.
Hey, down in front. Hey,
I'm
down in
definitely
front.
the
Move.
skinniest man on the bleachers.
Oh yeah, you bring that up a lot.
Well, everybody has their blank man on the bleachers.
Yeah.
It's
And
a
Homer
culture.
and Henderson. Homer and Henderson. Now, tell us how you got your nickname Home Run, because
I was the pitcher that the people hit the most home runs off
Right,
of.
yeah. Guinness.
And
That's actually a Guinness record. Guinness
Guinness
is
is
back.
back.
Guinness is back.
Guinness is back. Now, that you would think that the nickname would be something that is positive about
Well,
you.
I used to come out to a song that I wrote myself called "Here Comes Strikeout Henderson."
Which is also probably a bad song to come out to.
And
that's
play
when
that
you
when
were-
you're
That was when
coming
you were
back.
batting. You were going up to bat.
Right.
That was your to bat
Is that
music.
next time? Strikeout Henderson. And without fail, it could be a 3-0 count. I would strike out. I'd swing at every pitch.
And then when you'd come out on the mound, they'd play a song called "Here Comes Home Run Henderson,"
Yes.
and it was just backwards.
Which
Yeah.
I wrote both of them. I said I explicitly told them when to play the songs,
But they got him flipped.
and they
Self-fulfilling prophecies, you
well,
could say.
they kept saying, "This is not a mistake. We are trying to humiliate you up there."
You classically rewrote "Take Me Out to the Ball Game" to when you would pitch, "Please leave this ball game. It's going to be bad."
Yes.
And then I also heard another
Please
version with
leave this ball game. Take me out to the crowd.
Oh, so you were trying to get yourself fired and make
Yeah.
you part of the crowd.
Yes.
Well, I've
Buy
heard
me
your-
those peanuts and Cracker Jacks.
Your other version of the song with the same melody of "Put Me Back in the Bullpen."
Same Melanie.
Yeah, same melody.
Same melody.
This is Melanie
Melanie
Jeremiah.
yeah.
Melanie Jeremiah.
Melody Jeremiah.
Same Melanie.
Yeah, same melody.
As which song?
What you were just singing.
think
Same melody, same melody, but the video had the same melody.
Yes, Melanie.
Melody Jeremiah and Melanie Jeremiah.
That's right.
Yes. And I'm kind of a hero around here because I pitch to some of the greats that
Yeah.
are in the majors now. A lot of people say that Sammy Sosa wouldn't have been home run king if he didn't learn how to hit him off of me.
Yeah,
That's
the muscle
right.
memory was developed hitting off of you.
Yes.
He
Some
got the
people
swing
say
down.
that everybody's greatest distance home run happens to be off of you.
Oh yeah, well it doesn't have it. Some people say that because it is a fact.
Yeah.
If you look that up on MLB.com, longest home run.
That's right. We're burying the lead. You did play in the major leagues. You played Major League Baseball
Yeah.
for
they
a
called
very
me
short
a
period.
cooler. So if a team was doing too well, they'd throw me on the field.
Yeah.
To
keep it interesting
the
before-
fans
yeah.
into the game. Yeah.
Mark
Right,
McGuire
cool
hit
this
a
down.
Mark McGuire record-setting hit a 2,000-foot home run off you.
Yes, and this was pre-steroid days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was tiny
Well,
when
it
he
was a
did this.
2,000-foot bunt home run. It was the first time.
Yeah, he was going for a sacrifice fly.
Yeah.
He was going for a sacrifice bunt.
Yeah, he was aiming down. And
He's too good.
I threw that sucker in such a way physically that the only possible hit was a 2,000-foot home run.
Right.
Hey, I'll say
You
this.
apparently beamed someone and it went out of the park one time, right?
That's right. It's the first time that the bench cleared to beat the crap out of me. My bench came out and beat the crap out of me for that.
And you've had the most coach to pitcher talks in the history of the major leagues. They come out a couple times
it's
every inning.
Well, because I'm nothing if not very convincing.
Yeah.
You know what, Coach? I'm actually feeling it this time.
Yeah.
Give me one more pitch.
Yeah.
Give me one
I
more.
just don't understand how these clubs keep making this mistake.
Well, later
you were
on-
traded over 300 times.
Yes.
You were traded once mid-game.
Yeah.
I got traded to the other team.
And back. And back.
Yeah, and there was a time where you were traded 120 times without ever landing. You just stayed in the air.
I stayed in the air. Then
You
finally they
lived in an
said,
airport
"Wait."
for 2 years, right? Like Tom Hanks in the terminal?
Yes, I did a terminal thing because I just kept getting. I'd land with my family, and immediately I'd walk off the plane. They said, "You're going to Tampa Bay." I just got to Seattle.
Because they were doing these trades with you where they weren't saying they were saying we'll give you our first round draft pick and 2 auxiliary players. They would do these blind trades,
Yes.
and then
It
they'd
went-
finally find out once they got your
down
papers.
in 2004 Guinness Book as
Guinness.
Guinness is back as meanest hoax.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
you were forced to play in Tokyo for a while.
Well, yes, I still played for the Atlanta Braves, but they made me go to Tokyo and pitch from there, and I realized I wasn't in the games.
Yeah, you were chucking.
Bobby Cox
yeah.
really pulled that on you.
But the one cool thing that happened while I was there is I started getting scouted by the Tokyo Giants, and for a while I was their mascot, Fat Loser.
Because they're trying to make the game more American over there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they have a
Well,
very
a lot
American
of their mascots are funny jokes on American
Yeah.
culture.
Right.
Fat loser, hot dog bread.
I was that also.
You had that.
I had hot dog.
While you were Fat Loser, you had hot dog.
Because a
bread.
lot of people they'll chew tobacco, they'll chew sunflower seeds. I chew a ballpark Franken under the dugout.
Boy,
I know, are you eating or are you chewing?
No, I'm chewing and I'm spitting it out.
yeah, you tried to start a new snack called Big League Dog, right?
Yeah, it was a partnership between me and big dogs that they didn't like
or ask for,
or asked for.
or license
But
it
that's
anyway.
not a partnership. It was a cease and desist between you and Big League.
Yeah, but so we had funny little movie puns or big dog puns on
Right.
top of hot dogs that you chew like gum.
And you
I
were
see.
also the mascot for a little while of Tyson Chicken.
Yes, yeah, because for a while my
You were
nickname
spoiled
was
breast.
for a while my nickname was Spoiled Breast because I had what doctors called bad pecs.
And these are
we've all had
male
that.
pecs filled with spoiled milk. That's
so
what
rare.
bad pecs are.
So
Oh, man.
I pump that stuff and it stinks. It comes out chunky. You know, you always think maybe I got a day left on this thing, and it comes out and it's like, no, this is spoiled.
Oh boy!
Oh, my God.
Well,
And
man,
you
we
can-
Well, a
convinced a woman
pleasure
to
to have
marry.
you, Home Run. A
Yeah.
pleasure.
A pleasure.
You
to-
convinced a woman to marry you who already had a child, and that child plays
And
for.
he plays Little League because I miss the game so bad. I love. That's
why we
should
started
have
this
done the
podcast.
intro here.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Bleachers Lounge, as you know, I mean, we're number one on iTunes, so
Yeah.
our listeners are fans.
Yeah.
They know what this is, but we're 4 dads. We sit in the bleachers, and then we do a podcast.
ITOONS.com.
We're the only podcast on iTunes.com.
It's us, and hopefully soon Bugs Bunny's
Yeah.
got one coming out.
I heard I got a
Where's
sneak
that
preview.
rascally rabbit?
I got a sneak preview. Where's that rascally rabbit? And I tell
Oh,
you
you
what,
do?
I got a sneak preview. I got a screener.
Can you play it? Can you play some for
Yeah,
us now?
let's hear a
Yeah.
clip
Well-
of Bugs Bunny new podcast coming to iTunes.com.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the podcast. You guys want to talk about any tunes, anything? Anyway, is there anybody coming
Sounds like
in?
Leno.
Am I? You guys hear about this?
Leno?
Hey, you guys want to hear some headlines?
This is Leno.
Kevin. Hey, Kevin. Hit me with a nice riff.
Oh my God, Leno is struggling. He's trying to come back as a Bugs Bunny podcast.
Anyway, my guests on the show tonight.
If he makes a reference of denim, we'll know it's him.
My guests on the show tonight are my seamstress who makes me all my denim clothes.
Okay, it's Leno.
It's enough. Okay, if he says anything about cars in his garage, we'll definitely know it's him. So the
And-
first guest is his seamstress who makes all of his denim clothes.
And my musical guest is the guy that tunes up my rides.
Okay, what's he gonna play?
Exhibit, maybe?
Musical? What is Leno is falling?
Leno is pretending to be Bugs Bunny.
Guys,
If
look,
he says anything about his wife, whose name is Mavis, then we'll definitely know it's him.
Anyway, Mavis, put a pot on because we're going to be here for a while.
You know, I heard a rumor
in his
about
house.
Leno. I heard a rumor that Leno hasn't had a salad in 40 years.
Really?
If he says something
And I'm
like
going to
that.
sit here and I'm going to eat this steak, and it's going to be great.
But he hasn't necessarily not eaten
Yeah,
the
I don't
salad.
know.
so
And
it
I'm
might
going
be
to
Bugs
throw
Bunny.
this green stuff away.
Okay, that's him. It's
Leno.
not Bugs. Has he said anything? He said, "What's up, guys?" He didn't even say, "What's up, Doc?"
Ew, carrots are gross. Ew, I hate
see?
It's
carrots.
carrots too.
Oh, Elmer Fudd?
All right,
Never met him.
Hal, you can cut off the preview.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know.
That preview was Leno, right? We think that's
I
Leno.
think it was Leno. Yeah, I wasn't chiming in,
It
but I
had
heard
some
it was
kind of cartoon-esque music behind it.
Yes.
But it was definitely Leno.
That was Leno.
Yeah, who knows? Anyway, I think it's going to be good, though. He's got name recognition for sure.
But we're here today to talk about, we got a new season upon us.
That's
true.
right.
We just had opening
Yes.
day last week.
A lot of good. There was a lot of good going on the field. A lot
Good
of bad,
energy.
though.
And
at
this
the
is
park.
the first year out of pitching machine.
Yes.
Right.
So we are. I mean, it is you don't. Nobody trains to be a pitcher
No.
because you have the pitching machine,
Right.
and then you just get to see the debut of these, 12-year-old boys
And
trying to pitch.
And this obviously is some subtle shade being thrown at my son Travis.
Oh, yeah.
Because you guys all witnessed his first start pitching for the Dodgers.
That was really humiliating because he thought second base was the mound.
Yeah.
He
The
was
first
turned
two
around
innings.
180 degrees.
And I said,
Yeah, he was on second base pitching towards the outfield.
That's
and
right.
I told him, I said, hey, son, after the game, he was really upset about it. He was all beat up about it. And I said, son,
Well, yeah, you can't intervene. That's the rules.
I said I let him make his mistakes, but
Little
I said,
big
son,
league.
that's
Little big league.
partially is the fault of your coach. I mean, he never stepped in, and I'm screaming at the coach from the bleachers.
Yeah.
Tell my son to pitch to the mound. Tell him the center fielder.
Well,
and
but see,
his
that's
coach.
I gotta
And
help
his
you out here,
catcher.
Hal. That's bad info too. You don't
should've-
want him on second pitching towards the mound. You want him on the mound pitching towards home.
But either way,
this
it'd be
isn't sort
better
of
than what
like
he got.
Either
it was
way-
like he was. What is it called when you need somebody? You throwing it
ghost
from the
runner.
out. You're throwing it from the outfield, and you need somebody to
cutoff
catch
man.
it.
Cutoff.
Yeah, he was needing a cutoff man to throw it back towards home plate.
Yeah. Anyway, so
To
the
be fair, though, the center fielder was giving him signals.
yeah. And
The
that's what I
center
told
fielder
him.
was wearing the wrong outfit.
Yeah.
And giving and
Standing in the wrong-
kneeling
the center
down.
fielder was
Standing
in
in
the
a
wrong
football
position.
uniform, squatted down on his knees,
Yeah.
giving signals.
He's yelling blue 42 out there.
And
I was
that's-
a little bit confused
and that's what I
myself.
told Travis. I told him, listen, son. Not everybody's there to help you. People are there. A lot of people exist to confuse you. You know
this
that
league
about me.
has hecklers.
Yeah,
This league has misinformation spreaders.
Yeah, there's all these hecklers that are
Yes.
walking up and down the bleachers going, popcorn!
Yes. yes.
And we're like, shut the fuck up!
These hecklers are
What'd you call my wife's son?
the way that you
A
defend
pixie
your
stick.
wife's son is I really respect it. As
Now
a father
you-
with no backbone, I really respect the way that you care for someone that is not your blood.
You like to call yourself a sugar daddy and
Yes.
and lie and say your wife is young.
Right,
And that you have money.
right. It's a big lie.
Yeah.
You should
My wife
admit it.
married me because for God knows why, but she loves my ass. It's not for my money.
Never question the love of a good woman.
Absolutely. And she is a good woman. I mean, she raised this boy for 13 years on her own and worked 2 jobs. And I came in and I said, I can't work, but I'll be around sometime.
Because she is his grandmother and she had to raise him alone. Is that true?
That's right. Well, he was born into shame. And his meaning both of his parents had both said they were virgins their whole life. Oh, and so when he was born, everybody said, "Gotcha," and so they were embarrassed and they booked it.
Is he immaculate?
Is he? Yeah, is he? Was it immaculate conception or no? They just lied.
No, they lied. They were clearly. It was clear. They knew the whole time they were pregnant.
Was it a dry humping incident? A leaky dry hump? They got a
It
pregnant?
was a leaky dry.
I've been hearing about these leaky dry humps. This
You
is
gotta
what
be careful.
This is what teens are doing. We need to watch out for
And
our sons.
that's how your son Travis was born, right?
Well, that's what I mean. First-hand experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were
Yeah.
you came in your pants and it still got your wife pregnant.
That's right. That's
well,
right.
because you guys were
Strong
doing that
sperm.
thing where you're the same body type, so you wore each other's clothes.
Oh, we wear each other's clothes all the time, and it has bit us in the butt a few times.
But your son is 10% Fruit of the Loom.
He's 10% cotton. That's right. He's 10% cotton, 30% polyester, 60% the most proud thing in my life.
Right.
Where's that 30% polyester come from?
Well, they were waistband.
Oh, yeah.
I
Well,
saw your
I've-
son last week drying out on a line.
In my backyard.
That's he came over and he slept over. He was hanging out with my wife's son, and he ended up showering. And then I said, "Yeah, go ahead, use the blow dryer." And he came out and he was shrank.
Yeah,
He was
So I think he might be more cotton than you even think.
That's right. That's right. That's right. You know, I took him to the dry cleaner once. And,
Just for fun?
Yeah. Yeah, it sort of
Just
showed.
an experience.
Well, you had to go to a wedding, right?
He did? We did. Yeah, we
He
both
did and we did.
We both did.
Well, he did, so you tagged
Well,
along.
bad news. I accidentally wore my son to the wedding. I wore my son to the wedding underneath the cummerbund.
Yeah, you shit your son last week.
Yeah, well, I was drunk. Hey, I was drunk. It was post Little League. You
Yeah.
can't. I was working the snack bar.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And
Which
of course-
I appreciate the spread that you have sort of brought to the snack bar.
Yeah.
That's more of a meal bar now.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's somewhat like a Sizzler salad bar. with
Somewhat
mostly, well, stolen. Excuse me.
They still got the signage, baby.
Yeah, yeah. We kept the
We
signage.
know it's you. The day the Sizzler was broken into, you opened up a baked potato.
Well, I got two bars. I got a cold bar that's mostly salad, ham cubes, things like that.
The
And then
day the Sizzler was broken into.
No, this is my
You showed
idea.
up to the rec department.
This is the way I like
pushing
salads.
huge buffets.
You're welcome. You're welcome. It's still $1 at the snack bar.
Yeah, you could have at least taken the Sizzler logo off of the bar. is all I'm
Shut
saying.
up. Okay? Listen to
And
me.
you're selling something.
You're
called-
also getting hot tacos.
And you're selling
meatballs.
You're selling some-
nacho supplies. I mean, what's the problem?
You're
No,
selling
no
something
problem.
called faked potatoes.
Fake potatoes. Yeah, fake potatoes.
Faked
Fake
potatoes.
potatoes. That's right. Well, this is sort of like a homeboy industries type thing, right? Jobs, not jails. We invite young kids who need jobs to
Right.
come in and dance around as potatoes. You order a faked potato and you
Wait,
hang out with
I
them.
don't care about the mascots of the faked potato. What is a faked potato?
Yeah, when I
It's
grab
a
a fake,
potato that's not real that you hang out with for the game.
But what is it? Oh, it's a little boy who was in jail.
It's a
little
companion.
guy in a potato costume.
It's a
and you
companion.
hang out with them and you pretend to keep having a bite,
Yeah.
but he's really just hanging
So
out.
you do pretend to eat them
pretend.
while they.
Yeah.
Have you
My-
never
it's
heard
a-
of fake potatoes?
It's
No, I
little
have
young
one.
felons that dance around in the suit that you buy,
Yeah.
and you can take them around with you.
Hey, I'm
Eat 'em
creating
like a
jobs.
potato.
I'm creating
Well,
low-paying jobs.
And you guys know my wife decided not to come to games with me anymore, so she told me.
Right, she was embarrassed.
Yeah, she said you can go, but I'm not going. So I've been getting a fake potato for every game, and I've been just sitting having a blast, hanging out with this
well, you
little
can
kid.
get different kind of fake potatoes.
Yeah.
Potatoes with different
Yeah,
experiences.
I got an au gratin.
They're right. Right.
Well, it was faked potato
Which is sort of
au rotten.
Which is sort of a more mature, adult-like potato.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
very rotten.
Yeah,
too.
it was,
you got a very.
It was rotten. But he was reformed. He was a reformed rotten potato, and honestly, he ended up being a real sweet kid. If I could adopt him, I would.
He's no substitute for your wife.
Now, you
No.
said,
Your wife
you
for
said
one
this about
only-
a lot of children. That you could adopt them, you would.
Hey,
but you won't adopt
can.
anybody.
if I
You
could
keep
adopt a
giving
kid, I
him a
would.
test drive and
Yeah.
taking him back.
I don't have room for him. I think I do. I see him in the space, and then I realize I don't have room for him.
What do you mean the space?
You know, my house.
okay.
I put him in.
You don't have room for kids in your mansion.
No, not anymore. I mean, I got so much stuff in there. I don't have
Your
room for
wife
kids.
has not only quit going with you to the ball games, but she's quit going with you anywhere or living with you, and I don't see her ever.
Yeah, you guys eat at the same restaurant in disguises with your backs to each other?
Yeah, I'm in the smoking section. She's in the non-smoking
Now,
section.
why are you both disguised and in the non-smoking pants.
Because we want to be disguised to each other and to the world. We don't want people to
Right.
know that we're still doing this.
Right.
So we switch it up every week. We do a different disguise.
Do you ever know which one she is?
All the time.
Okay, and
I
she knows
see-
which one you are?
For the most part, we bought each other
you-
our costumes.
You each know you're the one in the disguise?
Yeah.
I'll say this: one of you is good at disguises, and the other's not so much.
Yeah, I'm very good and she's really bad,
Yes.
The opposite
right?
of that.
don't say-
What's so bad about my disguises?
Right now?
They're
Yeah.
broad.
What do you mean?
They're too wide.
Oh, okay.
You're buying very wide set jeans and shirts. You look like a young boy going to a bar mitzvah in his dad's
and
clothes.
the problem is they're famous characters from movies.
Yeah.
The disguises.
Yeah.
Yeah, and no one believes that Godzilla's sitting in the smoking section.
Oh, yes.
That's why you go to the smoking section, because he breathes fire, but
Yeah.
you look like Godzilla.
Because what if Godzilla lights the table on fire? He's got to be the smoke got to be permitted.
I think repair things with your wife.
I've tried. Listen, I've tried everything. I bought her things. I adopted the kid that she wanted to, and it was not good.
Yeah.
You know?
It's tough. I mean, I think we can all admit to each other we have home problems.
Yes.
And that's why
Who
we enjoyed
doesn't?
being at the park so
I
much.
love being at the
dumping our feelings onto the field.
Well,
Absolutely.
and specifically
I mean,
most of the umpires.
Yeah.
My house burnt down.
Yes.
I lost everything.
No problem.
Everything. I was able to get my 4 twins out,
Good.
Yes.
but it was devastating.
And the community really rallied around to blame you for that fire.
Yeah. I mean, the amount, like, how quickly evidence
they
came out to
to
incriminate
my
you.
side.
It was one of the most-
so quick to scream at me that it was
Yeah.
my fault.
It was
Yeah.
so supportive of everybody but you.
yeah,
Because
I
everyone
mean-
said, why do you need restaurant-style fajitas in your home?
And my answer was, I am obsessed with fajitas. That was my
Me
answer.
too, baby.
Everybody,
Me too,
everybody
baby.
says, that ain't enough. That ain't enough. That ain't enough.
My good man,
With fajitas.
the sizzle does not come from lighting another fire inside the pan.
Yeah, the sizzle ain't worth the flame, my brother.
Listen, as soon as I found out that you can order the loudest food that the whole restaurant turns to see go to you
I'm the
and
same
go,
way.
ooh, and they regret their choice, I was obsessed.
You started doing, I mean, the night your place burned down, your 4 kids were out of the house. You made a fajita meal for yourself.
Yeah, I made my own fajita meal with all the fixings, and I just got obsessed. And of course, once you have hot fajitas, you got to have hotter fajitas, and then it's a slippery
It is a
slope.
slippery slope.
Yeah.
It's a slippery
You
slope,
need a
and I
bigger-
was
a hotter
catching,
fix.
and I was catching that high. I was trying to catch one of the biggest highs of my life, and I
fajita
had
high.
yeah, fajita high,
Fajita
and
high.
I had installed an 8,000 degree titanium oven just to get those
Which
veggies.
is too hot for any food.
Have you heard about this new spin-off of fajitas that
What?
people are making with human feet?
I have heard about
Oh,
that.
fajitas.
Yeah.
Fajitas.
I had it
yeah.
once. I had it once.
It's
I
a
had it once.
delicacy.
It's a delicacy.
You
honestly.
you can't just get it in
No.
a strip mall.
No. And feet meat. I swear to God, that's
Supple.
It's supple.
Succulent.
It's, I mean, feet meat.
Feet meat.
Feet meat is
Feet
good.
meat. Maybe that's what the Roadrunner's saying this whole time.
Feet
meat.
Feet meat.
Maybe it is.
Oh, he
Maybe.
just wants to not have his. You're just trying to get feet.
Speaking of the Roadrunner, have you heard his podcast on iTunes? Let's take
yeah.
a listen.
Yeah.
Meat.
Okay.
Feet.
Okay.
Now that's going to be a good
That sounds
podcast.
good.
Yeah,
so
that's
far.
all.
Is
I
that
got.
it?
I think that's it. The tape ended.
Play it again. I think it's longer.
We got to find the long version. Oh, that was
Yeah.
that was just
Oh,
the
that was
clip.
just side
That
A.
was
that
just
was
a
the
promo.
that was the teaser.
Play the long version.
okay.
And let's make sure it's the Roadrunner because we got fooled last time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Play it.
All right, I'll play it. Meat.
Okay.
Feet.
Maybe.
Hey.
Oh, no.
What's up, everybody?
Dice clay.
This is gonna be the best fucking podcast your pussy asses have ever listened to. Hey!
Obviously, Dice.
I ain't got a single lady on this show.
Feet meat.
I mean, never gonna have no ladies on this show. And all I'm gonna do is sip on the beers.
Okay, I don't know if it's Dice Clay. Did Dice Clay classically sip
On the beers. Oh yeah.
Is this a
Who
Coors?
never saw Dice
Is this
Clay
a
without sipping on
Coors
the beers?
commercial?
Sipping on the beers.
Okay, we'll know if it's a Coors commercial if he taps the Rockies.
Yes. Tap the Rockies.
Okay.
Dice Clay.
Oh,
Okay, but it
now
might be
for
dice.
fact.
You know, if it's a Coors commercial, I bet you they're gonna have the silver bullet train come through.
That's right.
Honk, honk. What's that?
Honk, honk, not choo-choo. So it's not a train.
Oh, did I say the wrong noise for what you are, sir? Come on through.
Oh wait, this is really confusing. It might be one of those new Bud Light ads.
Oh, if we hear dilly dilly, we will know.
Right.
Oh, dilly dilly.
Okay.
Dilly dilly. Dilly dilly.
Okay.
Dilly. Dilly
Dilly
dilly.
dilly.
Dilly deli. Is this the deli? Is this the dilly deli? Hey.
Is this Andrew Dice Clay having a stroke looking for a sandwich?
Well, that is Jerry Seinfeld's new.
Andrew Dice Clay in a car having a
podcast.
struggling for a sandwich.
Oh, yeah. Is this Jerry Seinfeld's new podcast?
He has comedians on, and they hang out while Andrew Dice Clay has a stroke and eats a
Dice,
sandwich.
you want a sandwich?
Oh, it was that.
I'll get you a sandwich, Dice.
Oh.
Okay, well, is that the
That
end?
kind of sounds like Seinfeld.
Oh, look.
All right, Hal.
Oh, there we
Well,
go.
thanks for playing that. So
I get all
it
the
is-
screeners. I get the
It
podcast
is an
screeners.
insane new
Honestly-
series from Jerry Seinfeld.
Honestly, I hated it.
Can
I
we
really
talk
didn't
about
think it was
something
very
that's
good.
been on my mind?
Please.
Sure.
I would love
That's
to
what we're here
talk
for. That's
about
what the fans want.
the high quality from the umpires lately.
These
These
Hey,
umps
the-
are on it.
And let's be real, they don't get much love.
Who do?
They do not get much love, but we're here to say
Physical, emotional, any
No.
kind.
this week they did do a good job. I thought the games were called very down the middle.
Yeah, I mean, they did good. I think they did. You know, they won't take off their chest plates.
I look up
Well,
to
that's
me.
because of all the drive-bys.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes, they live in a rough neighborhood, the
Yeah.
umpire part of town.
Well,
Oh, well, yeah. Who wants to live next to an umpire? So they're sort of pushed to the outskirts.
Yeah, well, the umpires got to live right next to the cemetery.
Yeah.
Because that's where they spend all their time when they're not on the field.
Yeah, because what are they, dead? And they wander around cemetery?
At night when they're not on games, they do wander around the cemeteries.
Oh, because
They scream at all the dead people that
inside.
they're out.
The umpire part of town, I drove through the other day. I went and bought weed over there.
Oh, yeah.
And these are weeds for your yard, right? You're
Yeah, I'm sick of my
weeds.
grass. I'm sick of my
You're
fucking-
planting weeds.
Yeah, I'm planting weeds. Well,
And are you paying top dollar for these weeds? Or?
no, I get a stinky weed.
Oh, okay.
Like what's it called?
Swag.
Swag.
Swag, yeah,
I
swag
get swag.
weeds.
I get swag.
I mean, I go to the side of town to get all my powder also.
Oh right.
Yeah.
The
For your wig?
Yes, yeah.
Is that a wig?
Thank you. Yes, this is. I'm not actually a British judge. This is not my
You're not?
natural head. No.
That's interesting, home run.
You're wearing a rolled powdered.
Because I didn't
George
know because you've
Washington
had that hair for a while. When you were playing, it would be underneath your hat. That
Yes,
big
yes.
powdered wig.
Yes, I'd had.
Which you didn't even use a rosin bag. You just tapped yourself on the back
Yeah,
of the
for
head.
a while they were jeering you, calling you the founding farter.
Yes, which only half of that's true. I've never founded anything.
You're just the farter.
Yes. Yeah. There was a time where I was able to strike a guy out and fart a guy off second base and get him thrown out.
Yeah. We remember. We've seen some of those magical double plays that have also been used a lot for blooper.
Yeah, well,
reels.
that was one of your only strengths as a pitcher, is you could fart so strong
they
that
did.
it would push a person off the base. and you
Second
could,
primarily.
Yes, yes.
And there was a very humiliating 30 for 30 about it that I did not know. I would not have done the interviews if I had known that was what it was going to be.
What pretense were they interviewing you under?
Well, I didn't ask because I was like, oh, they're making a documentary about home run Henderson. It's going to be about
Right.
how I'm a hero.
Were they asking you about your eating habits and stuff?
A lot about my eating habits, a lot about
Gastrointestinal question.
yeah, gastrointestinal stuff about like, were you ever too embarrassed? Why didn't you get fixed?
So they were coming pretty straight for it.
I guess now that I think about it, it's very hard hitting. It was very hard hitting, but I didn't know it was going to be a hit piece. I thought 30 for 30 was all fluff pieces.
And when they played you the
Like
audio
that,
clips,
they did
and
that fluff 6-episode piece on OJ.
right?
It's not fluff. That was
Are you
devastating.
kidding me? they really let him off easy.
Now, when they started playing the audio clips for you, you had to know what was up. They were playing your most famous farts.
Loud farts.
Right.
Loud farts, one sort of wet fart
Couple of
against the
SPDs,
Astros.
couple of silent but deadlies.
Yes. I'll be
Well, you
honest.
killed a man on second one.
Yours are one of the only that are actually deadly.
You killed Ken Griffey Jr.
Yes. That was a silent and deadly.
Is it true that one of your farts was so strong that it was that you were arrested for military grade weapon?
Yes. Well, at first I was arrested, and then I made a deal with them. And I, for a while, I was farting in Iraq during the invasion after 9/11.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I remember that.
There was some-
when they when it was televised, the invasion. A lot of those people didn't know that those bombs that were going off were you just cranking them out.
Yeah,
Well, it's
that-
unbelievable the way that they've tried to justify that these were drone strikes.
Right.
You're
Right.
looking at something, and all of a sudden the whole building just goes up in a puff. We know that that's you,
Yeah,
home run.
and I'll be
You were
honest.
very wealthy because of your help
yes.
with the government.
And between
and
me,
the
you,
army.
and the listeners, I did some stuff at Abu Ghraib I'm not proud of.
Oh, we've seen the pictures.
Oh yeah,
Where's the video?
We
you fucking blowing stank in civilians' faces over there.
Yeah.
You know, it was
Cruel and
a
unusual.
different time. It was a scary time.
Well, it was like 5-8 years ago.
Yeah, it was a scary time. We all knew that 9/11 was done by only Saddam Hussein, and so
We were thinking that for a while.
yeah, and we were just terrified of everybody but ourselves, and so we justified some stuff that I would regret. I would say I regret.
You would
now.
regret.
Yeah.
Because you were tried for these war crimes, right?
Yes, I was tried at The Hague. And
Exonerated.
Well, I was exonerated because all I had to use was the doorknob defense. So the thing is, if you say doorknob, if you touch a doorknob before someone says doorknob when you fart, it's okay.
Yeah. Or you gotta say safety.
Or safety, yes.
You say you fart. You say safety. If anybody says doorknob before you say safety, you got to touch a doorknob, or they can punch you.
That's
And you
what it was.
also brought out late in the case that people were pulling your finger.
Yes.
And it wasn't your fault.
Yes, I mean,
A couple of civilians.
since we're on right now,
Right.
people weren't pulling my finger.
This is recorded.
But,
Home run.
Double jeopardy.
Double jeopardy.
Right.
You can't be accused at The Hague.
But
of the
still,
same
maybe
thing.
Just
go
don't
around
say any new
because-
crimes.
And
Just don't say
still,
any new
maybe
crimes.
just say it as a hypothetical.
Yeah.
And you-
hypothetically,
Yeah, but
if I was farting under my own will to kill Iraqi civilians, nobody was pulling my finger.
yeah, it was really insane that your trial, when they brought in that Iraqi child and they made a big thing of it, and
trial
they
child.
made him grab your finger, and if they said, if the hand fits,
Yes. And
and it fit.
yes, well, I had been mashing my fingers that morning so that they would look smaller because there's no way this hand would have fit in an Iraqi child's hand. As you can see, I have what they call steroid hands. They're big, kind of balloony hands.
And how did you? How
Hamburger
did you,
help.
how did
I'd
you
call
go
them
with
hamburger
that?
help or glove hands.
Yes.
Well, that's the scientific term.
Yes. Right. If you look it up on WebMD, it's hamburger helper hands.
I thought I had hamburger helper hands for a while, and then I just realized I was eating a lot of hamburger helper. So I was looking at the box.
Yes.
Yeah.
You thought you were
the
using
box
your own
was-
hands.
Yeah. Well, I can't read really well, so I hold the box really close. Then I saw the hand, and I said, "Is that mine?" And anyway,
But you
it's a 2-year process.
You're doing some good dad stuff from home. You're
Yes.
making those quick dinners
Yes.
for the kids because
Yes.
your wife is at the she's in the ER a lot.
Yeah.
She's working in the ER a lot.
Yes,
Well,
yes.
She's working in and she's there.
Well, my wife is a janitor at the ER, and she works long hours. They need her there 14, 16 hours sometimes to
Right.
clean up the messes. It's a busy, messy place.
Right.
So I'm at home. I do a lot of meal planning. I'll cook toaster strudel for the week, and put them out.
You do a crock pot toaster strudel.
I'll do Well, I have 7 crock pots lined up, and I start Sunday morning, and we just have the meals all week running. So we have a toaster strudel crock pot. We have a Pop-Tart crock pot. We also have a store-bought croissant crock pot. And so we'll just sort of eat off that all week.
Now-
The kids are growing.
And you're serving something called Humburger Helper.
Yes, it's Humburger Helper. It's sort of
It's
sort of a it's sort of a disappointed at Christmas time meal where it's got a little bit of everything. It's got hamburger and it's just got too much seasoning. So you eat it and you go, oh God!
And it comes with a ghost of dinner's past.
Well, yes, it did. It does.
Which
It
is
does
just a
come with
picture of
ghost.
whatever you served the previous night, right?
Yeah, the ghost is just an old JPEG I printed up of a meal we've already eaten.
I mean, I ate Humburger Helper at your house the other night. and
Disgusting, right?
It made me cry.
Yeah.
It made me cry because I realized that I'm too obsessed with money.
But I'm a good
Yes,
dad.
you
I'm a
would
good
be
dad.
Obsessed with fajitas.
You learned
Yes.
a big lesson.
So,
You are a good dad because the important thing is you spend a lot of time with your kids.
Yes, I make them play baseball.
Yes.
I'm here with them every day, whether they want to be or not.
Sorry. You also served me something called fake and bake,
Yeah, that's right.
which is similar to a fake potato.
Yeah, fake and bake is a young kid who needs a job, comes over to my house, and the oven's off, first of all, and he crawls in. And then I
Oh my
preheat it
God.
really fast, and he pops out when it dings going, done!
And is he hurt?
No!
If it's 350.
No, but it only preheats. He gets really, he gets really hot. It's like when you're your first day on vacation. You got to get a base tan. He just gets a base roast.
And how
I
do you
see.
get these kids from the prison? What do you tell them you're doing?
It's a work release
Because
program.
children
release.
are escaping by the day. Like
a
on the
lot-
same day, there was that big escape from the juvenile detention center.
Yeah,
you
that happened
started
at-
serving fake potatoes.
Yeah, well, there was
Which is also the same day that the Sizzler got broken into.
Listen, there was a fence-sized, a truck-sized hole in the exact same shape as my F-350.
Right.
That is a coincidence at both locations. Okay?
Right.
Just because I have a double hitch and I can pull 2 salad bars at once with plenty of seats in the bed of my truck for 3 to 8 kids to play fake potatoes. It's a coincidence.
Right,
Okay.
right. All right.
Well,
we believe you.
So you're not
I'm
making
a good
these-
dad.
Yes.
Sure.
To
look,
many.
Speaking of good dads, we should probably preview the games coming up this weekend.
Yes. We know our son's schedules.
We got some really good games. It looks like
I
the
even
schedule
remember
this
what
weekend.
teams all our sons play for.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Well,
me
my
too, and I
son,
remember all my son's
my son's
names.
on the Dodgers. My son Travis. Travis. We call him Travis P. To not be confused with
I
Travis
thought
M.
he was on the Braves.
No, he's on the Dodgers.
Your son's on the Braves,
The Braves
Yes.
and
the
the
Astros,
Marlins
and the Marlins.
Astros.
Yeah.
And one
Listeners,
other one.
if you remember which teams our sons play for,
Hit us up.
hit us up. Bleachers Lounge at iTunes.com.
/butt
Real.
fuck.
So we should just let's get to it. This week we got my son's team, the Dodgers, is going up against the Astros, which looks to be good. We've got
Yeah, the Astros
Kevin-
are very good.
Yeah.
One of my twins.
yeah.
Well, Tom Glavine Jr. pitches for the Astros.
And
He
senior.
does.
And senior, yes. Senior's lost a little bit of heat.
Yes,
But
agreed.
still, for 12-year-olds,
Hey,
it's pretty good.
from that
So wait,
short
they're letting
mound,
adults play?
Little Big League. It's the
Oh,
new
I've never
rules.
seen that movie.
It's the new rules.
Okay.
Well, the rules don't coincide with what happens in the movie.
Yeah,
the
this is
movie's
what
a
they
little
call it. They just say, it's one of those things where if you play with people better than you,
Yes.
you rise to the occasion.
I see.
And sometimes they just beat you really bad.
Yes.
Right.
Well, there's one team who it's mostly big league. It's not little at all.
Right.
And they really beat up on all the teams.
Yes,
Right.
yes. Well, it is the
same Washington,
97
D.C.
Atlanta
Daddies,
Braves.
right?
What's that?
The Washington, D.C. Daddies?
It's Washington D.C. Daddies.
Comprised of the 1997 Atlanta Braves.
Yes.
Yes, everybody's there. Fred McGriff. David Justice.
Albert Bell.
Chipper Jones.
Chipper
Chippy.
Jones. Chippy.
Bobby Cox is left fielder.
Bobby Cox.
Smoltz is there.
Smoltz is there.
Ted Turner's there.
Ted Turner is there.
The guy.
Andre the Giant's on the team. Yes.
That makes sense.
Andre the Giant Skeleton is there.
Ric Flair is on the team as a referee.
Yes. The Nature Boy is the
As
referee.
a basketball referee. Dressed as a basketball referee, Ric
That's
Flair
right.
is out
Little
there.
big league.
So,
It's in
but
the
watch
rules.
out, no traveling this season.
Ric Flair will fucking call that shit on you.
They're playing the Washington Daddies are playing the Mariners this week.
Yes.
Now that's an interesting game
The
because
Mariners are an expansion team in the league.
they're an expansion team. Their coach is right now in the middle of a big trial.
Yes.
So we're all wondering. I mean, he's a great lawyer, but we're
Oh,
wondering.
did you misread that? He's in the middle of a big trail.
Oh, he's lost.
Yeah, he's doing the app. He's
Oh,
hiking.
he's not doing the Oregon trial.
No,
But I would also
Wait,
say he's in the middle
I
of a big
misread it.
trial and tribulation.
I
yeah, it is.
misread it. He is doing the Oregon trial.
So he's doing Oregon
You misread the wrong word that
Yes.
you thought he misread the
And
other
now
word.
we're on the same page.
Okay. So yeah, their coach by Bob Flenders is
He killed 1,600 buffalo,
he killed too many buffalo,
and they stacked up
couldn't-
on top of each other.
They couldn't carry them on. They said, frankly, he said, "Well, I can't kill these squirrels; they're too fast." So he just kept shooting buffalo.
But to be fair to him, let's be honest. He used the whole buffalo, all 1,600 of those
He
buffaloes.
did
Yes.
use all of them.
He used the whole
I'll
buffalo.
say he-
If you use everything, you can kill as much as you want.
but some of those uses were "Whose line is it anyway?" style pop comedy.
Yeah, he did props with the buffalo.
Use
meat.
is use.
Yeah.
Use is use. Yeah,
He used 6 of them as paperweights.
he used one as a footrest.
But that's use. So
That's
I mean,
use.
I'm hoping he gets out because they need him out there on the
Didn't
field.
eat any of them.
Well, buffalo. Have you had a buffalo burger? I mean, they are not that.
They're not good.
I prefer beef.
I know. I ate buffalo fajitas one time, and I was so disappointed.
Yes.
And it's
Ground beef fajitas, ground buffalo beef fajitas is just not working.
Buffalo beef.
Buff beef.
We also got
Bob.
my son's team, the Dodgers, is playing the Astros this week also.
And now, is your son's team still holding the records for most peanuts eaten during a game?
Yes, as far as I can
And
tell,
that's
nobody's
the
even
comic strip, right?
Yeah. You know, my kids' team's coach is a hoarder, and we're trying to slowly get rid of his newspaper hoarding.
Of course, that's what a little league team is for a bunch
yeah.
of kids to help an adult.
So not only do they eat his peanuts comic strips to get rid of those pages of the newspapers, but they are also in the dugout. They're sort of destroying old furniture.
Yeah.
There's like sort of a fire pit on the on deck circle
And
that they
each
kind of just
kid
throw
now
stuff
is
in.
responsible for 2 cats.
Yes, that's true.
So they're raising the cats.
They're raising the cats. I told my son, you can have that cat, but I don't know if we got room for it in the house.
Right.
He brought the cat home. I tried it out. I looked at it in the
Your
living room. It
house
looked
is
crazy.
fucking huge.
I get it,
And
but-
you're wealthy.
Yeah, but I
You know,
don't
you've
want
never
cats.
invited us over.
You've got 2 rooms called the air room.
Yeah.
You came to my house and broke my above ground pool and flooded my backyard.
Yeah.
And I've never even
And we
been
all
invited
said-
to one of your lavish parties.
You can't cannonball in this thing. And
Why
you
not?
definitely can't cannonball with that huge suit on.
No.
You
I li-
cannonballed in a suit of armor.
yeah. Yes. Yes. So what? That's
You
my everyday
cannonballed
look.
on the rim of the pool.
Yeah.
Can we do poker night at your house this week?
I don't think I have room.
And
I don't think I have room. Honestly, I mean, think about
Where
what
are we
it takes
going to
for-
poke that woman?
We all know once a week we get on Facebook and all of us sit in a circle and poke the same woman.
Yeah,
a
We
but-
different
just,
woman every week.
we just need space for 4 laptops.
Yeah, but
You've got the room.
That's 4 guys, 4 laptops, snacks, chairs, tables.
I'll bring
It's-
the snacks.
No.
You'll bring them from the snack bar.
I'll bring full fajita stuff.
No, that's too much, guys. I'm sorry.
I'll bring
You,
corned beef.
you promised soup plantation snacks, and I noticed that there was a lot of police activity outside the soup plantation earlier today.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. There I was. And I'll tell you what those cops don't know, my location. They're too slow. They're too stupid. And it's all you can eat. They don't say when or how or what you can attach to.
So you are the buffet bandit. Can
No,
we just
I'm
say
not.
that you're the buffet bandit?
Can we just say that that's
We
just
can
a
just
weird
say
thing that's
that.
happening in town? We
I
need to
saw.
figure out?
Listen,
Can we just say
My
that?
question
Can we
is-
just say everyone's winning
Listen.
here?
No, because
This
there's
is-
so many questions
Yeah.
about this type of thievery.
yeah, and
Yeah.
I've seen
But
the
the-
composite sketch,
The
and it's you,
biggest-
baby.
I understand.
That's basically a
Those
composite
artists-
photograph.
Yeah.
Okay, those composite artists are going off of preconceived ideas.
Yeah,
It's you, but it's always like 60 pounds heavier. Everybody's like, no, he's bigger than that. He's bigger than that.
Yeah, that's why it's not me. It's offensive.
I don't know.
Well,
I'm not an idiot or fat, and I will not believe any other thing.
I don't have any questions about wanting to steal buffets like that. I mean, like, it's a little weird. My biggest question is all the fake potato and
Okay.
little boys
Okay.
who are in
Okay.
trouble. That is what I have.
Why don't you just go
cannot be
around to
clear
every
on.
local business and get green cards from all the employees? Why don't you just tear down anyone who's trying to do something good?
No, because there's government agencies that do that. We're talking to you, friend to friend. What you're doing is potentially dangerous, and it's going to get you in trouble.
And I'll say,
dangerous.
in the room right now, when you texted, I thought it was a typo and we were getting bunt cake, but these bunt fakes are just distracting over here.
Say that again.
All these bunt fakes, these just little criminals dressed up like bunt cakes dancing around.
Yeah, right. What about him? What's your problem?
I wanted
Are you
Like
helping
Burger
the
King
kids?
said, where's the
I
beef?
don't understand if you're helping the kids.
These
but-
kids
Look-
are making 50 cents an hour.
It's like 50 cents an hour.
It's worse than prison.
Yeah.
Okay, but they're having a good time. Look at them dancing cakes. They're having a blast. Look at this. One of these guys is still in his fake potato outfit. He's having a blast. Take a bite. Try to take a bite. Try to take a bite, Dominic. Don't let him do that to you.
I'm not going to try to take a bite out of this kid's fake
Exactly,
potato
because we can
costume.
all tell that it's fine.
I don't know,
I
man.
mean, the way they're dancing, it is so dispirited.
I hate that this poor one over here is about to drown in this big, what looks like a green juice. This is it's a faked juice.
Yeah, it's a fake juice. It's a pun on naked juice. It's not my best work. Okay, my best work is fake potato.
They've all been. I do like bun fake though.
Bun fake
Faked
is good.
juice is the one that does not go.
What about faking bits?
Faking bits,
That's a lot
good.
of guys.
That's
I've
good.
employed a lot of people there
That's
to sit on salads and prove that they have a
Who's
job.
buying this stuff and how are you making money?
The snack bar. It's coming out of snack bar budget. I'm skimming. We're not using high quality products for the hot dog.
What do you mean you're skimming?
Okay, how much is a hot
Skimming
dog
off
supposed to
of
cost?
what?
A hot dog is supposed to cost $1. We charge $7.50 per hot dog. $6.50 of that goes into my pocket.
$7.50?
You're back down to the $1. So then I had to move on to the popcorn. Popcorn's supposed to cost $1. We charge $16. $15 of that goes back into my truck for stealing the Sizzler. Okay, so now we're back to zero. How much is a soda supposed to cost? $1. We charge $18.95. Now that is what I'm paying most of the kids.
This is like some freaking freakonomics shit right here, man. What the fuck are you
I'm the
talking
wolf
about?
of the wolf. I'm the wolf of ballpark.
No, the wolf of the ballpark. There is a wolf of the ballpark.
It was a tragedy. I agree. It was
We all
a big
agree
deal.
that was a tragedy.
It's a big
That's
deal.
one thing we can all agree on. The Wolf of the
Yeah.
Ballpark was a tragedy.
It's a huge tragedy. And on behalf of the Bleachers Lounge podcast, we are very sorry.
For releasing that
We're
wolf.
so sorry.
Yeah, that was a big mistake on our part.
In our, in
Who
our,
could have seen that coming?
in our defense, we only thought he was going to kill one team. We didn't think it would just
We
go
thought he
off
was
on
going after the
everybody.
Washington Daddies. We
Yes.
for sure thought he was going to go after the
Yes.
Daddies.
But
Because those
he-
are big men. We thought, hey, he's going to go after the strongest thing. But no, turns out wolves are opportunistic and they
find
go
them.
after sick, small things,
right.
which is what most of the children who play.
And this
And
wolf
unfortunately-
teamed up with the crime dog Fred McGriff, and they went on a real tear. They robbed a bank and ate a kid.
They
did
were
both
one of the
things.
most
After-
amazing bank robbery duos of all time.
Because McGruff the crime hound dog died, and the most obvious option was Frederick Griff take over.
He said, I got this. Don't
But
worry
what we
about it.
didn't know is that he was actually secretly doing a bunch of crime. It was some Departed shit.
Yeah. He's a
he
Whitey Bulger.
He partnered up with a wild wolf, and like you guys said, it was one of the craziest crime sprees ever.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Inarguable
Eat your
fact.
heart out, Bonnie and Clyde.
Hey, what about the field after all that rain? We haven't talked about that. This is something everyone.
I mean, we have got to invest in a real field cover.
We need a roof.
Well, we don't. The Athletic Association needs to, okay?
Yeah,
I'm
the
glad
Fat
to
Cats-
donate.
the Fat
I'm
Cats
glad to
down at
donate.
City Hall.
But I'm tired of them putting everything on the parents. I mean, seriously. If we got to do everything, I mean, what's the point of the organization that organizes the Little League if we got to be the ones that do all the work?
It's like cut out the middleman.
Yeah.
We should run it.
What did we elect Clay for?
Yes.
Why did we
Clay ain't doing shit.
He's doing nothing.
Can you believe we elected Clee Clay?
I really
we should have seen this coming from a goddamn mile away.
I love the way he
loved.
talked to the other candidate. He was so
He says
straightforward.
what's on his mind.
Stop referring to me in the third person. I was the other candidate. And I didn't get a single vote from you guys. He accused my dad of killing Kennedy.
Well,
Yeah?
it was the Hungry
Yeah.
60s.
Yeah, well, Home Run, what about your emails?
What about
all your emails?
Look, I told everybody I can't figure out my emails.
Yeah, exactly.
If you can figure it out,
Exactly.
read them.
Where are the emails? You don't have any emails?
Yeah, that's the big
A little
issue.
suspicious.
Yeah.
Where's the
Show
email?
us one fucking email.
I'm not going to. I don't know how. I don't know how to show
Well,
you my
then,
emails.
then Clee Clay's going to have
Yeah.
the spot.
Well,
Clay was pacing around you in those debates, making you look like a
God.
fool.
And you know what? I was watching it being like, this Clee Clay guy is crazy. Our friend here, Home Run, is running the table. I guess I was way off.
Yeah, I mean, I thought I had this thing in the bag. Clay was out of his fucking mind out there.
Clay immediately signed an executive order that all the pitches have to be underhand.
That's right.
Yes.
Immediately.
And people acted like it was really a good thing.
Well, he's turned the whole office of baseball commissioner very presidential, signing executive orders. He's also been vetoing certain things.
Are you guys going to Clay's military parade?
Yeah, he spent $40 million on it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
That
go.
sounds fucking awesome.
Can you believe the ballpark has a military now?
I couldn't until I
We
saw
gotta
it.
fucking protect ourselves.
Yeah.
Before you know it, some other motherfucker's gonna come over here and build a tennis court. Tennis.
Which is tennis players that are dentists?
Of course it is.
So you hit a couple balls while you're getting your teeth cleaned?
Yes.
And nobody wants one of those.
Yeah.
We like the fucking field the way that it is. I'm not trying
Yeah.
to get out there and get my fucking mouth numbed and beat some balls.
I mean, but I tell you what, I could look at a dental assistant all day. You know what I mean?
Sure. Something about him.
Something about him touching my mouth, I'm like, God damn. Go ahead and sit on this fucking face and smother my ass.
Jesus Christ, dog.
Hey, we can only say that here on the bleachers, right?
Yeah.
Away from
Right.
our wives and other ones.
It's just
Yeah.
in front of a bunch of children dressed as cakes and juices and hot dogs
That's
and
true.
baked
And you guys
potatoes.
won't tell, right? You guys don't want to go back to jail?
I will say,
If you guys fucking tell on us, we're sending you to the umpire part of town and you got to live there.
but I would like to say that I don't endorse what was just said. In case my wife is listening, I don't endorse it.
Well,
Oh,
She's
in case my
not-
wife is listening, I'm not like this.
Yeah.
for anyone that knows us personally or listens to this, this is not the version of ourselves that we
This
are
is
normally.
This is a character.
Yeah.
We do characters, which are voices, and that's it, and we say real things we think.
No.
Yes.
No.
No.
These are heightened versions of
Of our
ourselves.
real thoughts.
Hey, did you guys hear about the bat that is stuck in the bathroom?
Oh.
Yes.
Yes.
They need to get that out of there.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, I kind of like it. Because I can only go to the bathroom if something's watching me.
Yeah.
And so that bat is staring me down from
Right.
the corner.
Are we talking about the bat or the bat?
The Louisville Slugger.
Yeah. I was gonna say.
Slug.
Oh. No, I was talking about a vampire bat up there. But yeah, the slugger in there, that's tough. I don't think we'll ever get into that.
What do
It's
you
like the
guys-
sword in the stone.
What do you?
It was stuck right in that clogged toilet, and everybody's been taking a tug, but nobody can get it out of it.
Did you guys see my my sketches of the what I want the ballpark hero to be, Batman? My sketches.
Yes. Unfortunately, yes.
Yeah, I submitted it to be like the mascot. It's like Batman, but it's all Louisville Slugger stuff.
It's,
And is
it's a
it-
Louisville Slugger who's like two bigger trees were cut down in front of him.
Yes,
and so
yeah.
now he's swearing vengeance for them.
Yeah,
God.
and he's trying to get back at the bats.
Oh, God.
Maybe we'll dive into that next time.
No, let's finish it now.
I think we got to dive into it next time because we're running out of time.
All right.
It looks like anyway.
We'll see you on the fields on Saturday. You could where you can always find us in the bleachers.
My son struck out, and the game is done. I got a wrap around Oakley's tan that'll never come off. Toss me my hat and pour me a cup of that joy.